All right, 5:23, which is Thursday, October 10th, 2024, and we're going to be attending the Merriam Art Committee. Afternoon.
To walking again. So I went over to see him. But it's hard. It's really hard.
How long are you there?
10 days.
There are multiple people around me. 1, 2,
Yeah, I am too. I
3,
mean,
4.
he is
That we know of.
such a brave person.
Jerry's in Italy. I was stealing.
But I mean, it's how could you, couldn't predict that or help
on
it?
Dolomites for 2 weeks.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
It was,
Yeah,
it was really hard.
Just go to the garden, it's still making stuff, so.
How was it?
So last Sunday.
42.
Tomatoes, like,
Yeah,
massive.
I got like just a little.
Well,
taste
thank
of it
God.
Sunday, we were.
Yeah.
If he were, 70,
And we're getting
he would
peppered.
have, but he's just been so brave about it and very, he's a very upbeat, happy person.
Really.
He's the best art dealer I've ever had. I've only had 3 long-term, a few short-term,
Anyway, they're
but,
very.
it's just
They like
been
almost
wonderful.
felt like that, right?
And, he is Dutch, I'm Dutch. And
It's interesting how everything just stunted growth like in June, July, and August.
Sure.
It's so hot and now we're getting.
Well, we have so many deer in our neighborhood, and they've been engaged with deer too, so I was shocked
Came
that,
all the
because
way.
we didn't go there like a week after they left, and then we were like, oh, they actually have a lot of stuff.
I mean, it wasn't like,
Yes.
if he could get out in the
Right.
sun.
I'm like, well,
But he's in beautiful
They
spots. They bought a house
Actually, like in my
recently and it's beautiful.
Thank you.
This is right out campus, there,
So we
there's outdoor
can't-
spaces,
We're not gonna have a meeting.
but it's, I do. So anyway,
Well, I'm sorry.
yeah,
Like
What's
your
your
name
name?
tag.
Thank you, my children are across the hall.
So if
yes.
everyone else has to show up, or else we're not having
Yes,
a
they
meeting
do.
and we're not.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like midnight,
Sean is not coming.
but,
Neither
I-
is Jerry, and neither is Maggie, and neither is Vanessa.
she's remote.
Everyone else, she told me, she said no thank you to
Pardon?
remote. She said no thank you to remote today.
Okay, who's coming?
Well, hopefully Christopher, Jordan, and Christine show up. Or else I will send you all home. and we won't have a meeting.
Jordan, is not coming, she had a deafening.
Then we all have to go.
And Jerry,
Yeah, we know.
We know Jerry's not coming.
yeah, I was
It's
gonna,
Italy.
no, I was just gonna say I got a text from him, he said wrong.
Yeah.
We will wait till 5 after to ensure that.
Hi.
Hi,
Hi.
Caitlin.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good.
What's your name?
Christine.
Cool, nice to meet you. I'm Caitlin, this is Karen.
Karen. Hi, guys.
Tell me who you guys are.
I'm the assistant city administrator.
Who's the city administrator?
Chris Engel.
Okay, hey,
Yeah, Chris Engel.
what do you know?
Yeah, that's right. And then this is Karen, she's our tourism and economic development manager.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she gets over at the visitors bureau.
Oh my God, that's such a pretty building.
Thank you. Yeah.
I love the building.
Yeah, she does a great job.
And the fountain is fun.
It's pink. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, and you're in charge of the, what name are you I'm going by trash.
Oh, I love to talk about trash.
Or
Yeah.
there's one truck that said talk trash.
Single hauler, I sure am.
Yeah.
See, I left my bag here.
You're the single hauler.
That's me. Yes, I sure am.
It's against her little
Forced fun.
Which company are they gonna go with?
They've got to bid it out,
TBD.
yeah, we've got to write a whole RFP and a whole bid process, yeah, it's gonna be probably April, we won't know. Yeah.
Which do
It's a
you
long
go
way.
with?
I'm sorry?
I don't
What's
even
the
know
right way to
which.
pronounce your last name?
Guard.
Guard, okay.
Casey.
I'm thinking of the other assistant.
Tell me which one we
Oh,
are.
the-
We're the
Lauren,
same one as my
Probosha.
dad.
Krivosha.
Was it the former?
Seen it in writing all the time.
Yes,
Probosha.
is that what you have?
No, I was with them for a long time.
So if we don't have
I jumped
five,
ship
we're gonna
or
just.
jumped cash.
One, two.
And Casey.
This week they can't
Who
vote.
you have?
Oh, did,
Thank you for raising their
Totally
rates.
bad.
They do, they started out.
I could
oh,
just.
I don't even know.
Soon.
Who are
What's
voting
the
members
calling
here?
No, Maggie says no thank you to calling in
The,
today.
hold it, which three, the girls?
Yep.
You would have to have another meeting, you basically would have to post it
Yeah.
today
Right,
and have
It
it
would
in
just
2
be next
weeks.
month.
So you're not a voting member?
No,
Council members are not,
Neither is Stacy.
neither,
Stacy,
Oh,
yeah, so we gotta get to 5.
your hands are cold.
well, okay.
I mean, this is a
Hold my
picture.
beer.
Cold maybe.
Well, I'm jet lagged
Am I
enough
late?
that I don't care.
No, it's only 5:30. Okay, yeah. I mean, Jordan's like 2 minutes away, so surely she's gonna.
We found out she's not coming.
Oh, okay.
She texted me, she was not coming because of the death in the family. Now, I don't even know who it is, and, do you? And she said-
35.
All the relatives are coming in.
Oh. I ran into her on Monday? What day did I run into her? But that was prior to that happening.
Make sure Chris
No, nobody got her.
He's usually good.
We could all go over and see my husband exercise.
Give him some, like, cheer him on.
Well, I mean, you know, really.
That wouldn't be disturbing at all.
Yeah.
I would hate that.
I usually.
No, he would think it's
Yeah,
funny.
he would think it was funny.
Does he
In fact,
usually-
he'd love
Does
it.
he usually work out on Thursdays? Oh, cause I usually will leave this meeting and go work out, so you know, probably would have seen him.
Well, he's Indian, Asian
They
Indian.
don't know about Betty Ray's.
I don't
also.
see her.
Okay.
Huh?
They also
Oh,
haven't had dinner
come
yet.
on, oh, God, you don't
They
want to
haven't had
say
dinner yet.
that. Oh, my
What is
God.
that?
Oh,
My wife's.
I know, I bet your wife, she's lovely,
Thank you.
but, God, I've had people say that to me seriously,
I know.
and it's really hard.
I knew you'd understand because,
Well,
Yeah.
and also because I'm a mixture.
yeah.
Well, I'm a big mixture.
Oh.
So, you know, hey, if you're part Dutch, you're mixed.
I don't know if I,
I'm
Like a nice
stretching. I'm
cocktail.
sorry, I'm just
What?
stretching. Like a nice cocktail.
Like a nice
Oh, yeah,
cocktail.
that's, well, it gives you different things to work with. And different DNA
yeah.
and different medical problems.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that,
Good times.
oh, well, you might as well know, right?
Yep.
Right.
So Christine, how are you?
I'm great, guys. How are you guys doing?
We're pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just made a mad dash to the airport and back for this meeting, so it'll be disappointing if.
Same. I also made a dash for this meeting.
Yeah, I stressing out about my husband getting my daughter in time and getting her to class.
I just
So who
had to
did
go
you
get
take to
mine
the
and get
airport?
them here.
My wife
I
have to go
was
there.
actually in New York all,
Bring her
since
with
Monday,
me.
so I picked her up.
Anxious for
Oh,
me.
that's
I know.
nice.
Yeah. She was at a conference and had a great time.
That's good.
That's a good start.
I know, I was jealous.
Uh-huh.
She's in the city, so he's
She was in Queens, but
That's close
Yeah.
enough.
yeah,
Close
but
enough.
they would, they bust her everywhere. So it was like this, so she works for a hospital. And a children's hospital, and they sent her to meet with a company that does like nonprofit, charity, like fundraising. So they invited specific partners to come learn about, like, basically to better their fundraising.
Wow.
And it was really great, and then, She had a great time, like, there were people from all over the world.
Which hospital is she with?
Children's Mercy.
Oh, God, that's a great hospital
Yeah.
with a great endowment.
Yeah.
My God, they have so much
Wow,
money.
yeah, and then the next like,
Yeah, she helps with that, and then, like, part of one of the things that really intrigued Children's Mercy with going and doing this is like, during the, parade, the Chiefs parade last year, when the shooting happened, like, they had to send out emails, you know, but then it also helped tie into a fundraiser, so, it, you know, they could always get better at learning how to do that, and so this conference helps with that. Yeah.
Huh. What have you been up to? You missed 2 meetings, why?
Well, I remember when.
Not that anybody was counting,
No,
but
no,
really
you
why.
weren't. You told me that.
Because you're in Colorado, but I forgot why I missed the first one. I can't remember why.
Where in Colorado?
West Cliff,
Mm,
so it was very pretty,
yeah.
yeah, so, and it was warm, it was much warmer than I thought it was gonna be.
It's warm everywhere. Yeah.
In September, early September.
It was, kind of more mid-September, it was,
I was there like end of August and it was so hot. Cause I was on a job site just traipsing around and I was like,
we just did hiking. It was fun.
Were you in full peak?
of course. Steel, well, I don't have steel toes. I refuse to wear steel toes. I had mock toes that look like they're steel toes.
What about those steel toes that you put on the outside?
Yeah, I don't wear those.
No?
I'm not actually working. I'm just walking to the job site and telling people what to do.
Yeah.
So,
I'm still worried about your toes. I mean, stuff happens.
I like it.
I know the likelihood of it happening is like winning the lottery, but
And then, but yes, I wear my
people
vest.
win the lottery.
I don't have any other glasses with these,
Oh.
but
My company, I
but
just
they give
found
me
out,
like the side ones.
yeah, my company I just found out and took advantage of the fact that they, do prescription
Oh,
safety glasses.
Yeah, my dad had those.
I can do some every year, so I just got them, I'm like, I can now finally see when I'm like tinkering in my garage and mowing it.
We can do one of two things. I
Okay.
can go through our agenda informally, and we just won't vote on things, and you'll be prepared for the November meeting. It won't be that long. If I just do that and we don't really have a lot of questions or discussion, it'll be less than 10 minutes. Or we can just say we're done here, and we can go.
I'd like to be prepared for the,
Thank
I'd
you.
like to know agendas, and
Okay,
I didn't really know what this meeting was about. I
Cool.
wasn't sure.
cool.
It has an agenda.
I know, but
We would love to talk to you about the things on the agenda. That's what we're here for.
I didn't, it wasn't clear to me.
So we can't vote tonight because we don't have enough, present non-council members. So that we can't approve the minutes, that's fine. But what we can do is go over next time, you guys will talk about the timeline for, the project that you all have discussed in the past, which is the stairs for the community center. That's gonna be an RFQ process that is outlined in the master plan that you all recommended to the city council. So please, review that section of the master plan so you know what that process looks like. Those are pages 58 through 68
One
of the master
moment.
plan. Would you like a piece of paper?
Sure,
I got it.
maybe a pen too, I mean. I would,
We got you, don't worry.
and normally I'm
We're
prepared.
here for you.
Oh, good. Tell me what pages they are.
58 through 68 of the master plan. And that's the process for the RFQ that we're going to be issuing for this project. Request for
Request for
qualifications.
qualification.
Sorry, I can slow down.
Yeah, well, you have to just tell me, or
Request
tell
for,
us.
so we're essentially asking artists to come to us with their qualifications to do this art. We're saying, hey, here's what we want done. We want art on these steps. Our budget is
Yeah,
$50,000,
Was
yeah.
it 50?
Something
Okay.
approximately
Yeah.
$1,000.
And just to add on to that, so after the RFQ process, then we would ask for an RFP, which is a request for proposal. And that's when they'll give like pictures and
Yes.
quotes. and-
Yep, so I have a tentative timeline for you
Okay.
all. November it won't be, we're gonna have to push this all back a month now.
December 1st.
December 1st-ish, plus or minus, we'll post the RFQ. We'll give it a month and a half to get responses, so it'll be middle of January, January 16th. The following meeting, so the February meeting, you all will select the finalists. Why would it 2 months? The following meeting-ish, probably for them to prepare their presentations. Probably 2 months for the finalists to prepare their presentations, so they can show you pictures, prices, all that kind of thing. Soon after that, you all will select the finalist and submit that to the city council, April-ish.
Where do you post the RFQ?
On our website, and we also posted, this is a lesser known fact, we posted in our official city newspaper, which is the legal record. I'm sure you read the legal record all of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you do. But the city's website, we'll also post it all over our social media pages as well. We also have a contact list for, the Kansas, what did you say, Department of Tourism has a list of artists that we can submit this to as well.
And you can also let your artist friends. know the
Absolutely.
contacts.
I can
send them
just-
the official link
100%.
from the website.
Okay.
Yep.
That's what the committee is here for, is
Yep.
to do that kind of thing.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
is the committee allowed to can you guys send it to us?
Absolutely, yeah, as soon as it'll be posted, I'm sure Lauren will, send that link to you all, and you all can disseminate that to literally whomever, it's public at that point, so.
No conflict of interest.
Yeah.
It's public.
Pardon?
There would be no conflict of interest at that point, because
No.
it's already on the website, so you
No,
can send it to
no,
anyone and
no.
everyone you would love
Yep.
to have submit. And that's why you all are here on this committee, cause you have those connections and you're,
Yeah, do
Art-
you guys
art.
post to any of the, they have it's like job boards, but it's for artists and it's
We would
like
love those
for-
references, we don't know them.
Okay.
we have in the
Oh,
past,
we-
when
we
Meredith
can.
was here, we did do that.
Yeah,
Sure.
we did that big time.
But
Kinda iffy.
people have left, I mean, people, that knowledge has probably has left the city,
Yeah.
or like,
You
you
just
know,
don't
we
know.
restructured the committee, so yes, if you have places that.
Absolutely.
Like there's Kansas Arts Commission places
All
like
of those
that.
places,
Yeah.
if you have any reference points, please let us know, we can post anywhere, we just don't know what we don't know,
Okay,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, there's
absolutely.
some agencies too that you have to pay.
Sure, there are.
I
Yeah,
think-
that's not the ones I'm
We
thinking
don't
of. Yeah.
wanna
no.
do that.
Mhm.
But this,
like Arts KC and.
Yeah.
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 100%.
Yeah.
But this is so specific. You know, I'm not sure who to tell. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
I mean, just for a painter, you wouldn't wanna give this to me.
Sure, I mean, it could be a number of different mediums.
I mean,
Or
Okay.
to Christine.
Today we talked about, it could still be 3D,
Yeah.
even under the stairs,
Yeah, I was
right?
gonna say, I
It could
have
be
some ideas,
acrylic,
but
it could
obviously
be-
conflict of
what is
interest.
happening here? No. Sorry, this isn't coming through super clear. It's all very clear on my computer. So, hopefully by April, you all will have selected an artist for this project, given our month delay now.
Two, just because I think it's interesting, under the stairs, which is where Lauren proposed, I think that's fascinating.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, to me, that's
Yeah.
just, that would be the best to do that, right?
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just
I mean,
gonna-
even some 3D artists could do some fun things underneath
Oh,
those
man.
stairs, yeah.
I'm just gonna throw out there that Lauren asked that we let staff do their entire presentation
Oh,
Before-
yes,
yeah.
on her email, okay, sorry
before
about
we
that.
interject,
Appreciate that, thank you.
yes.
Okay, well, I guess this would be the time for questions about this subject. Thank you, though.
I don't have questions.
Or questions, or I suppose comments as well. But hopefully this will be wrapped up by April-ish, given the new timeline. Knowing, just let's remind everyone that Lauren is not a full-time arts coordinator. She has another job, lots other jobs as well to do. So while this is a high priority, it's mixed with all the other priorities. So I will have her submit a new timeline to you guys, given that we can't do anything today.
well, we'll talk about it in our November meeting, because
Yeah,
we'll have to
absolutely.
go over this again.
You'll have to go
Have
over
a quorum.
Absolutely,
Mhm.
yeah. Okay, next subject? Cool, I'm gonna turn it over to Karen.
So last month, Lauren presented the Hearts Across Merriam concept to you guys. Something to celebrate our 75th birthday coming up in 2025, and something that we can actually kind of celebrate with our community, not just in October when the birthday is, but from January onward. And I spoke to Dirk Van Keppel, who is a local Merriam artist, you know, famous glass blower here. And he gave me some insight onto cost and timelines and things like that. So here are kind of the details. We're looking at 75 hearts for the 75th birthday, made by hopefully Dirk. We're looking at a 2.5 to 4 inch heart mold, because they're gonna be placed in public spaces, hopefully by you guys, and they need to be visible enough to see and collect and keep, instead of just hiding in the tiniest of spaces, so that's why they're a little bit bigger. We will be having our Merriam Sunshine probably stamped into the glass, and then they would be hidden in public places, from January to October, leading to the birthday. It touches on a lot of the placemaking outcomes in the art project and the master plan, and uses a local artist. It gives us something to kind of promote every single month, social media wise, and we can kind of give clues and hints and things like that. Plus it gives the community finders something as a keepsake. So, all in, we were looking at between $3,500 and $4,000. They are glass, so, you know, we anticipate there might be some snafus on occasion, but we don't look for them to just be broken everywhere. We are gonna also see if Dirk can possibly, poke a hole in the top of some of them, perhaps so we can hang them from different places with like a clear wire or something. This is something that, yeah, I'd really like to see your support and endorsement and approval of at the November meeting, because this would be a 2-page spread in our visitor guide, as well as our highlights on social media. And speaking of media, I'm sure they would pick it up, so we really think this could be a fun, community engaging activity. Any questions on that?
And I think our, I guess, assuming you all support this project, I think our request from you all would be to help hide the hearts. You guys know the community way better than we do. I mean, you're out there every single day, and so the group could help us hide the hearts. I mean, everybody kind of gets a handful and places them in public places throughout the year. We're not gonna place them all in January, you know, kind of just periodically throughout the year, saying, community, go find the hearts. Just kind of as an engaging measure. I know that hits a lot of your guys' goals in the master plan, so hopefully you all support this. This will take a vote since it's monetary, so we can't do that today, but you all will do that at the November meeting. Questions or comments?
You go first.
You go first.
You go first. Jerry Becker and I visited the artist, who,
Dirk?
yeah,
Yes.
in a remote spot of Merriam. And I would suggest more people visit him, because it was fascinating, and he likes having people visit.
I think he might even have an open house sometime in October, but I haven't seen an invitation on that yet.
The studio was wonderful.
Where is he in his, process of updating, expanding, do you know?
I haven't seen it. You got that approval from council?
Yeah,
Right, I know, we
it
have
looks a lot different
That's all
from
that I
when we
need
used
to-
to bring bus tours there, I
Yeah.
can tell you that.
Yeah.
I mean, even just the infrastructure
Yeah.
surrounding that.
Well, he definitely, yeah, they were like, reordered, anyway.
Budget, you said he gave you some budget stuff, so what does that look like?
Yeah, we're looking at between $3,500 to $4,500, I think it will be under $5,000.
Oh,
Yeah, we have to buy the molds
Yeah,
and
yeah.
things like that,
And the
so-
press.
and then the press,
Yeah.
and each heart, you know,
Yeah,
and he'll make them out of various.
That was significantly lower than I thought it was gonna be.
Well, he's gonna use, extra,
Yeah.
glass from some of his other projects, so it's not like he has to buy, thank you,
Nice.
yeah, he'll recycle glass,
Nice.
yeah, that was good.
That's
That was
a
a,
really good story, we need to.
that is a
figure
good
out
story,
that.
I'm glad you used that word, thank you.
Yeah,
So extra
awesome.
glass, yes.
I think that's cheap for what he's doing.
I think it's extremely affordable.
And I actually said that to him when we visited. I just think, he's given us a deal.
I'm sure, probably the nostalgia of the birthday might have something to do with it, I don't know. He
Well,
hasn't said
Merriam.
that, but, and
He is
Merriam.
Merriam.
Yeah.
I would hope that we use his name over like
Absolutely.
promoting it, so it's kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
advertising for him too.
And if
But
you've ever
not to
been over at
discredit.
Advent Health, he's got his big piece Trinity
Yeah.
hanging in the atrium there, so you
Oh,
could go
yeah.
see that.
Absolutely.
He's very well known in the
Yeah.
art space, especially in Glassville.
Can we make sure we get this form updated, the proposal form?
What
Crop
sure
salt.
is.
Crop salt.
Sorry, it's all I
Yes.
could see in her,
Yeah,
okay,
yes.
sorry.
Sure can.
I wish I had that.
Any
I
more
displays right over
questions
it.
about this topic before we move on? Like I said, this will require a vote at your next meeting.
Yeah.
And the budget comes out of, our,
That's the request.
Okay.
Yeah, it sure is.
I didn't go to the last one.
Yep, that's the request. Karen,
Oh,
it's up to you again.
What are
Otacast.
we talking about? Otacast, okay. Not for sure if any of you have ever been on our Merriam History Tour using the Otacast app. It's a free app on the App Store or Google Play. We've had the history tour going for quite a few years now, and essentially the concept is, on the history tour, which we'll replicate for an art process, you list your historic sites, markers, etc., places across your city, provide a description, photos. You try to get a historic narrative, if you can, an audio of somebody, or reenactment, something like that. There's directions. The app has a lot of functionality. And so if you download the Otacast app, it's OTOCAST. It is free. You put in some details so they know who you are and all your login and all of that. And then you can go through and see what trips and tours are already there. You can search for Merriam History Tour and play around with that one that's already live. We'd like to do the same concept for art. Not only the art that the city has placed just publicly, but also art that's in and around our city that we know about, that we can share with people. And so as of right now, Lauren and I have been working on this. I think we have a dozen, maybe 13 or 14 locations that we will be building in this tour, and then launching it next couple of months. This is coming from my actual budget in tourism. And there's some good functionality for analytics, things like that. We can see what's performing and when, and if we need to change anything, things like that. But it kind of is a way for you to explore the community at your fingertips, and then if you'd like to go out and see those locations in person. So look for that to hit probably in the next couple of months, I would say, and we'll be promoting that as well in the visitor's guide, highlights, things like that.
Yeah, I think our hope for you guys is help us test that out once
Yes.
it's kind of like in final draft mode. We would obviously walk you through how to do that, but does it make sense? Are the locations accurate?
Are you
Can
getting
you
the
hear it?
notifications?
Are you getting like the literal logistics of?
Yeah.
I'm going to go do this tour. What do I like about it? What do I not like about it before we go live?
Right. Within the parameters of the app, of
Right,
course,
of course.
so.
Yeah, we can't change the app.
But, so far, we've had quite a bit of usage on the History Tour app, and, I think we would see the same with art and any other tours that we launch. I can tell you, from a perspective of other places that do this kind of thing, Otacast is very much more affordable than those, so. And I do like working with the app developer. I know him and known each other for quite a few years, and he's really picked up, I think when I first met him, he had 60 different locations across the states with tours and trips, and now that's in the hundreds and hundreds.
Yeah.
So he is becoming well known too, and he's a great guy to work with, so.
Yeah, so in the meantime, if you want to look up the Merriam History Tour on the Otacast app, that would be probably a good indication of what this is gonna look like, before we get a final draft,
Yeah.
which will come in the next couple months for the art tour.
And then when we do come back, ask you to help look over all the details, we'll give you instructions
it.
on how to use the app.
For
Very
sure.
simple.
Is this when you ask?
Absolutely, yeah, we're done. Questions?
You had mentioned and other art, and so I just wanted clarification. And
Sure.
my question stems from like, just over in Shawnee, across the, city line, is like a house that has one of the old cows. So we wouldn't be sending people to people's
No.
personal
Correct.
art.
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah, it'll be like, so like some of the private art, I guess if you would say, would be the antiques mural, down at Slater Street.
Hurricane Alley's.
Hurricane,
The new
which is,
mural.
I'm gonna show you here in just a second, Hurricane
Or
Alley's
even
new mural.
The piece out here called Celebration was
Mhm.
donated by Nancy Hubb and donations
Yeah.
from the Community Foundation, so that's not purchased by the city,
Right.
it's not
Gotcha.
a public
Okay.
art piece.
Yeah.
But we wanna include it in our efforts because
It's a good question.
the people going to visit things won't care who paid for it, they
Yeah.
just wanna
Right.
go see it. But no, we are not sending people.
Correct.
I guarantee I'm gonna get a phone call though from the lady
Yeah.
that has the carved Jayhawk thing in her front
And
yard.
she'll
say,
yeah.
send
Drive,
people to my
and
house.
she'll want people to
No, they don't live
come.
there anymore.
Oh, they don't,
Oh,
okay,
darn.
well, she used to really want me to put that
Yeah.
on
We
You
something,
mean
I'm
the
like,
bear and the Jayhawk?
yes,
We won't do private.
right.
Okay,
Not like that.
I was afraid
Maybe
that,
Not
residents,
Yeah.
you come over to my neighborhood.
Even if they
It's on
ask, we
Johnson
probably
Drive in
wouldn't do
Goodman.
that. It'll be
Okay.
private, like,
I'll
the
have that.
Before
Yeah.
they
very
went
public
Business
private
and
ones,
Okay.
yeah.
things like that.
And only if they
Or
opt in, if they've told us,
something
no, we're not doing it, like,
They had like a lighthouse, something
So
right of
far,
that.
that
Yeah,
hasn't
there's a new
happened.
family there,
We're
but
vetting
I
it.
don't know if
We're
they
good.
will stay or not.
so, and also if we've missed any, I mean, we did our best, right, to come up with a list,
Right.
but if you
Mhm.
guys, again, are out in the community and you know.
Really?
It makes it all the more robust.
Yep. Questions? Okay. Speaking of, I don't know if you've been downtown, Hurricane Alley's, it looks so much better on my computer, look at this. Sorry, I don't know why
I
that's.
went past it the other day, it looks really
It's
good.
beautiful. She did a fantastic job. That's on the south side of Hurricane Alley's, against her parking lot, mural downtown. I will say that she did apply for the, downtown grant for this program, which is the first that we've ever ever given. And so, we did, help her with this project, which is super beautiful and fantastic. Improving downtown, obviously walkability. We want people to go there.
The artist on this piece, is pretty well known too, Mike Elder, did some pieces at Independence, downtown, places like that,
Yeah.
and he's already responded to me and is thumbs up to be put on
Yep.
the tour.
Great.
Ignore the calendar that's on this slide because this is no longer accurate since we kind of canceled this meeting. Sorry, you will have a December meeting now. We will just push everything back, 1 month. So we'll have a November meeting. We will have you guys will also have a December meeting. And then please, in the meantime, go visit Hurricane Alley's, and all their special little drink and beer. Or
Take
your
your
tonight,
chance.
watch Bros games.
Their nachos are really good.
There
Yes,
are lots of
she's got
things they
great
have.
Where
They're really good.
exactly is this?
On Merriam Drive, just north of downtown, on the, east side of Merriam
Past the
Drive,
bridge.
past the bridge,
Before the Sonic. right?
before the Sonic, yes it is,
Is it?
But on
just,
the side.
just
Yeah.
before,
Before the Sonic.
Mhm.
on the other side.
Yeah.
From Sonic.
You probably never noticed it, but now you will because
Now you
of the
will.
mural.
It's
It
a
was
great
just
dive
such a
bar.
boring brick wall.
It
before,
was.
and now you will notice it.
Yeah, and we hope this stimulates others to have similar
Jacob said it
interests.
looked like Merriam Feed and Seed was prepping for something.
Oh,
on their
interesting,
building.
Great.
we haven't heard.
Yeah.
And people are more than welcome to do this on their own
Yeah.
without our assistance.
Sometimes we're the last to know.
Sometimes we
if
are the
they
last
don't
to
want
know.
our
He just said he
assistance.
drove by and it looked
Yeah.
like they were prepping for something.
So again, ignore the schedule,
Girls-
so sorry.
They're also having an event this weekend, so it could just be.
Sorry,
Right.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Okay, that is all we have. Questions, comments, feedback?
I do have a question.
Sure.
So, Merriam bought the, Strawberry Heart, the Casey Strawberry Heart.
We did.
Yeah, is that public information?
It's not
Or
yet.
Is that private? Okay.
We're going
Okay.
to do a whole big unveiling, like, we're gonna put it out in the same
Okay.
place where it was. We were waiting for Merriam Drive Live
Okay.
to get done. We didn't want the event to mess with
Ah,
our, and so,
Okay.
we were
I
hoping it was
just
gonna be
happened
this
to-
week.
I went to high school with the artist,
Oh,
so.
did you?
I was
We would
sitting there
love-
looking at
we
it, and
would
I'm
love
like,
contact
she's like,
information.
I don't know where my heart went, and I'm like,
We have it
I don't know if I
physically.
can say anything.
We just haven't put it out yet. Do you have contact information?
I do.
Oh, we would love that. If
Is that
Yeah.
key cards?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Is there a
yeah.
direct?
And like her Instagram and stuff.
So like
I
the
can get
one,
it.
Yeah.
okay, and
Oh.
contact information would be fantastic. We would love when we do put it out like officially for her to be there.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Oh my god, absolutely.
We're gonna put it right back in the marketplace, right where it
We need to
was.
make sure that's on.
We just
Great.
haven't gotten there yet. We were gonna hopefully do it this week, but stuff happens. and we just
Yeah.
Didn't get to it. so
Here's her
That's
information
what I
if you
was
wanna
thinking.
grab it.
Yeah.
Christine also went to high school with Sharice Davis.
Did she?
Yes.
I graduated a year before she came. Yes, I did.
But, I mean, it seems everyone was in Leavenworth.
I mean, everybody filters to Leavenworth at one point or another, right? Between the military and the prisons. And prisons with an S.
I did a lot of work there at my last job. Like at schools.
Really? At the,
Yeah,
at
all
high
the-
schools or?
Well, because they had that big bond issue, so I did a bunch of the furniture at all the like new projects.
Ah.
It was really fun there.
Neat.
It's a
It's a great
very
community.
strange little community. It's a very strange little place, yes.
Kate
So-
was great. I talked to her at the Creative Hearts event, and she was like super excited about it being in Merriam.
Yeah,
Mhm.
watch out for social media.
Okay.
It should be really soon, like I said.
Okay, yeah,
should be
great,
this week,
I'll
but
do
I'm
that.
curious
and
how
then-
much we paid for that,
We paid $3,500 for it.
but, yeah.
The one I paid for when I was in Shawnee, I paid $5,000 for.
I do not think that is expensive.
Like the work she put on it too, like,
Oh,
cause
yeah.
the she did this like amazing stenciling on the sides. I actually, if I can get your information,
Absolutely.
I have a ton of pictures of her like in progress.
Yeah.
Like in her
Oh, I need
garage.
those.
Oh, yeah, we would
Yeah.
love that, we would love that. Here, why don't
Yeah,
you
so,
shoot
do you have
me?
my email?
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Okay.
It was on the email that Lauren sent.
Yes.
Yes, we'll shoot you an email.
Okay, yeah, so I can be happy to share those with you guys. But yeah, she had this like stenciling process that she'd never done before, and it was very extensive and
Wow.
labor intensive, because she was trying to make it look like a knitted sweater.
Oh,
It's cute, you guys, I'm excited for Merriam.
it's the one that's there now.
It's not there
Right.
anymore.
Yeah, it's not there anymore, but
Oh,
it
well,
was.
hey. It was there, right?
Yes.
Correct, same one. Cool. Other questions, comments? Okay. Class dismissed. Thanks, guys. Sorry we didn't have a quorum. I hope you at least learned something today.
We did, it was fun to have you guys for this
Thanks.
of years.
Ad lib here, it's okay. Thank you guys for coming.
No, I don't
Of
mind.
course.
I'm wired.
You're awake?
Yeah, now I am.
Sleepy.
Uh-huh. I am now.
Yeah.
We both sighed at the same time.
I know. Oh, well, so we're not having one in 2 weeks already.
It'll be in the next one in November. Yeah.
The second Thursday.
Yeah, whatever your normally scheduled November meeting is, will be the next meeting. And then sorry, but not sorry, we're not, won't cancel December. Sorry. You can blame the rest of your
We're
committee
your
on
best
that.
holiday
We tried, but it
It's
was,
in the month.
it was your committee that did it, so.
Yeah, that's wild. Usually everyone's here.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know, it's.
Yeah.
We could have gotten so many approvals tonight.
We could have.
I mean, they're gonna,
So happy with us.
we could have called it the approval removal.
But thank you guys for coming.
November, just like,
Yeah,
Now you
I
know.
mean, there's voting in November. so
Thank you for
we'll
coming.
just
Oh, the
make it-
election.
It's very nice to meet you.
The election.
bye-bye.
You're welcome.
See you Monday.
See you Monday.
Wanna get a
Go
good-
Royals. Are you going for
Trash
your
on
workout now?
no,
Yeah, I like-
I had a rough day
It's not mine
and I wanted to
either.
watch the game.
Oh, no, oh, are the Royals playing again?
This is the do or die game.
This is the do or die game. That's where I'm going right now.
Okay, well, I'm gonna stay out of it, cause the last game I watched was the one where.
Yeah, stay out.
Yeah, I'm out, guys, I'm out. I can't watch.
All right, thanks everyone.
Cheers.
Oh, thank you. I need to.
Yeah, let's hang out.
Yeah.
We can, I see if the shop's still there.
Okay.
I don't